All right, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Hypercurse3, and I'm here with my cousin right now.
How's it going, guys? Name's Blue Jay Warrior. You can call me Jay. Really don't care, because, it's all good the same.
So, yeah, we're finally doing a quintessential reading of Sonichu. No bandwidth problems, just full on horrid Sonichu.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun.
It's going to be a beautiful sight, I can assure you.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be so beautiful that I have the bleach right here just in case.
Yeah, you're probably gonna need it. So, quick warning to all the viewers. It's the quick trigger warning to anybody who's like sensitive. Because we are going to be bringing up like things like women's rights and stuff. Because this shows
Yeah.
itself in this comic. Women's
Yeah, so all
rights.
feminists,
Yeah.
please know that we don't share this dude's ideals, okay?
Yeah, we are not Kristen Weston Chandler. Uh,
We're just the messenger. If you shoot the messenger, well then you're going to hate everybody.
yeah, so to the feminists, the SJWs, we're not against you. This is just Sonichu, and Sonichu is pretty triggering as it stands.
Oh yeah, I'm getting triggered just from looking at this cover.
Yeah, so let's get started on the cover. All right, Sonichu.
So, if the first thing that you'll notice, in case you couldn't tell, this is a hand-drawn premiere issue. Everybody give them claps.
Yeah, woo, yeah, Sonichu.
Yay! Okay. Now, as you'll notice, that there's something wrong with this picture about Sonic Chu. I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to figure it out. Ready? Go.
Is the answer everything?
Oh yeah, correct. And there's one thing in particular that I would like to point out, and it's this dude's fingers.
Yeah,
Just look,
it's like
just look at that.
it's like he was trying to do some kind of realistic fingers, but he doesn't
But
know how
failed.
to draw hands.
Even the hand on whatever that is, that yellow thing, it's so weird. I can tell what he's trying to do, but it just doesn't work.
So pretty much his hand melded into the Pokeball and is now one with the Pokeball.
Yes. In order to fully become Sonichu, you must feel his Pokeball. You must become it.
So yeah, this is number 0, drawn in November 24th, 2004, at the tail end of 2004. This was
I think
made.
I think I could barely read whenever this happened, so I'm glad I missed out on this.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Let's stop dissing the cover. Let's actually start talking about what he's written down.
Oh yeah. So, real quick, doing the honors. Go, Sonichu, go out and zap to the extreme.
I will. Thank you, Father. Let's stop right there. Stop right there real quick, if you don't mind me.
Yeah.
Let's address the fact that Sonichu calls this dude Father.
See,
Who does that?
it's like I don't have the problem with like it's like if he called him like dad or creator, maybe it would make a
Yeah.
little bit more sense. But it's just the fact that no one uses the word father. The only
It's
person I think uses the word father is Sylvester Jr. Father.
Father. Father. Will you catch me a mouse today, Father? Spoiled brat. Oh man, those comics take me back.
The
No,
good
those
things.
cartoons take me back. Those were good. Unlike this,
Yeah.
which 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 brings up the question: why did Pikachu get molded into Sonic? We're about to find out.
We are about to find
I'm
out.
pretty sure that's what a lot of you are wondering.
So, it's gonna. All Sonichu materials are copyrighted March 2000, 2005 by Christian Christian Weston Chandler.
uh,
His
that's
It's original.
good.
The character. Do not steal.
Do not steal. And in case you couldn't tell, this dude with the red, blue, and white sweater thing, that's Kristen Weston Chandler. As you can tell by his name underneath his little shadow thing. Just completely weird. I know it's like the small minor detail, but why do the shadows just have their own little white circle?
Oh yeah, to talk about the terrain also. It's like he doesn't know how to put in lines for the background, and so it's like the only way you can tell the difference between the ground and the sky are the color and the incessant marker lines.
And while we're on the subject, before we move on to the next page, just look at that sky. Just, mwah, I could kiss it. It's so perfect.
It's a miracle of nature. I'll tell you right there.
It's sublime. It makes me want to throw up. It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. All right, want to move on to the next page?
Yeah, let's move on to the first page. Okay, episode 1. Sonichu's
You
origin.
should be confused, everybody? I am.
So, our story begins in an open field 5 miles from Station Square. So,
Okay.
we come across the first typo. The problem is that if you were ever going to catch a typo, it would be in the first sentence.
Boy. No, this would make English teachers around the world just die from cringe from the first sentence. 5 miles? Okay.
So 5 miles from Station Square, which is being under siege by the Perfect Chaos Monster. While Sonic the Hedgehog ponders over the destruction, a wild boy Pikachu takes notice of the far-off destruction.
That's weird. Why call it a wild
Boy.
Why not a wild male Pikachu?
It's because Christian likes to toss in college level vernacular, but then we obviously know that he doesn't understand college level vernacular, and so most of it is just like, hey guys, I have the schooling of a preschooler, so wild boy.
Okay. Taking us at the nearby off destruction. So wait, is the Pika first, or is what he saying first?
I'm gonna go with Kristen Weston Chandler, because, he's the star of the show, not Sonichu.
Okay.
I am Kristen Weston Chandler, Sonichu's creator, and the author of this comic. This is his story, and nothing less.
Bull! Complete and utter bull. But we'll get into that later.
Oh, so much.
Okay, since you're going to be mainly doing the Kristen Weston Chandler voice, I'll try to pick up the pace with all the other voices.
Pika!
And then at the very bottom of the first page, we have another copyright claim. All Sonichu materials
there was already a copyright on the cover. Why do you need 2 copyrights?
Oh, it's because Kristen Weston Chandler is not the smartest person.
That brings up another thing. Who goes to court with this comic book in hand, drawn by a preschooler or a man-child, and just goes, okay, guys, I have an idea, and this is mine. I would like to copyright it, please.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like, how could he defend this in court?
How could you look somebody in the eye and say that?
Oh, jeez. So let's move on to page 2.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, we have Sonic the Hedgehog and the scene, one of the greatest scenes in Sonic Adventure, where Sonic turns into Super Sonic, is now devolved into Sonic fighting Gumby and spilling nacho cheese sauce on his chest.
Sonic, I think you still have some Taco Bell on you, dude. You might want to get a nap for that. In case for all you youngins who don't understand what's going on, which I'm pretty sure a good portion of you may or may not be, this is actually from Sonic Adventure 1. One of the, better Sonic games.
Yeah, compared to a lot of the bad ones.
Uh-huh. Or, wasn't this the first 3D one?
Yeah, it was one of the first 3D ones. The first,
at least
3D
on the GameCube.
world.
But anyway, finding this thing that is supposedly Gumby, but Gumby would sue if he found out. Nacho cheese sauce everywhere.
Sonic.
And guess who gets a little bit curious?
So Sonic is sitting there and he's like, "All right, time for me to defeat you, Chaos. Oh shit, my taco sauce."
Oh no, nacho sauce everywhere.
And he's like, "Hopefully it'll wash up." And so he flies at Chaos.
Maybe it'll wash off when I fly into this rip-off Gumby. And then guess who gets a little bit too curious? Yeah, our little Pikachu friend, who, while we didn't address it at first, looks horrific.
Yeah, our deformed Pikachu friend.
He looks like a Walmart knockoff. So what should we name him instead of Pikachu?
Well, I don't know. Great Value Chew? I don't know.
Pikachu. There we go.
Yeah, Pikachu.
It's like you're looking at it and you're like, it almost looks like it, but you can tell it's fake.
It looks like a Chinese Famicom ripoff game.
Oh yeah, it does. So he gets too big for his britches and he decides to explore a little bit. Pika, Pika, Pika. For some reason, sees this giant Gumby monster and decides not to run away, like any wild thing would, but instead decides to stay and watch the show.
Yeah, because wild animals would obviously go directly towards disaster.
Oh, yeah. Totally. So he's sitting there watching this thing just wreck the city, and guess who decides to save the day? Yeah, the one with nacho cheese on his chest, Sonic the Hedgehog.
So while he's flying, we see Super Sonic fly into Gumby, and so while he charges into Gumby, he goes into a spiral up into Gumby's mouth while Gumby is charging his laser tongue.
I'm firing my laser, brah.
And we move,
basically.
And we move on to the next page. We see Gumby, who is now directly in front of Pikachu.
Oh, jeez. It looks something like out of Jaws, really.
It looks like a discount Jaws.
Oh, you know, like those really, really old movies where you can tell, like, they use, like, little puppets for it?
Yeah. They use practical effects.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And as you can see, Pikachu just stands there, and he's just like, oh, no, I should run away.
And
but still stands there.
And so he just sits there and waits to get plowed in the face. Supersonic.
By the way, he gained a lot of weight within the last couple of pages. By the way, just wanted to let you know.
I guess he was eating the Taco Bell that Supersonic left behind.
Oh, sweet leftovers! Heck yeah!
So while he was eating the Taco Bell, Supersonic flies out of Gumby's mouth, giving him a sensual kiss on the cheek. Because of the kiss on the cheek, an LGBT pride flag flies out of Pikachu and heads into the sky. Then we cut 15 miles away.
Like straight into the sky. 15 miles away. Why 15? That's a long distance for some random rainbow to go.
Furthermore, I like how Christian adds like mathematic precision to it. Like it has to be 15 miles. It's 5 miles.
Not, not 15 miles. Oh, not like 10 miles. No, 15. It has to be 15.
So we see a girl Raichu who is standing in front of a hut that's about to be destroyed by a tsunami.
Who doesn't look like a Raichu at all.
It looks like
She looks like. No, go ahead.
it looks like it looks like a brown. It looks like a burnt potato.
Oh, no, it looks like another different kind of Pokemon. I can't think of it. Just. I can't think of it right now. But it's completely different. It looks so different.
Than actual Raichu.
Yeah. So anyway, this rainbow of magicness just decides to pay Raichu a visit. Hey, you there. You look helpless and innocent. Die.
So the LGBT pride flag flies into the girl Raichu and transforms both her and the boy Pikachu.
Which make no sense.
And it turns them into original Sonic characters. Do not steal.
Original Sonic characters do not steal, or else I will send my army against you.
Oh God!
So
now
they transform, yada yada yada.
And now we're introduced to Kel for the first time.
And possibly just the first time.
Yeah, for the first time and almost the last. We will not see Kel after Sonichu Zero until the very end of Sonichu.
Do you want to voice her, or should I?
I'll voice Kel.
Okay.
At the cottage. Raichu, I saw the. Who are you? You're not my Pokemon.
Kel, I am your Pokemon. I was hit by a rainbow, and now I have transformed.
Oh my, you're as beautiful as a rose.
As a rose? I need a new name since I'm a new Pokemon. So you may call me Roschu. So, in case you didn't understand what just happened, because I'm barely wrapping my head around this poor Raichu just got hit by some magic and, transformed. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's because it's still like a what the heck?
It's one of the most unbelievable things in Sonichu thus far, but it will get more unbelievable as we go. Just as a reminder, this is still Sonichu at its best.
At its best. It gets worse from here. But, Kel, we gotta talk real quick. Who just sees like this random new Pokemon just standing right there and goes, oh, okay, yeah, that's totally my Pokemon. My Pokemon can talk now and is almost the same height as me and looks like Amy from Sonic the Hedgehog. That's fine.
So, yeah, let's move on to the next page now. Oh, God.
Oh, wait. So, was I the one who was voicing Sonichu?
Yeah. I mean, I can voice Sonichu if,
No, please. The honor's all mine. Really. Oh. What? Gasp. I've changed. Huh? And then we got Gumby over here, who's just doing
swatting at flies.
Yeah. Nah, get away from me. The battle's on. I've got to help. Time to zap. And then he does the Sonic spinny legs.
He turns his legs into
what are they called?
Oh, what the figure eight is called?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the super peel out.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And so then Sonichu peels out, he jumps and starts running on a building, which took me a couple seconds to realize, but that's supposed to be a building. He's running on the side of a building.
He is running on a building, not the American flag, my friends.
And then, meanwhile, yeah, that is supersonic. That's supersonic right in front of the little Gumby monster. So instead of like them transforming and fusing together, it turns out that that Pikachu was just transformed into this weird Sonic Pokemon thing, which raises a lot of questions.
Yeah, it most definitely does. The thing about it is he doesn't communicate that to the viewer at all. So I've seen a lot of people read this and they'll be like, okay, so now he is Sonic.
Okay, but I it's not even like explained. It's why? Why does this specifically have to happen? And then Sonic, he's just not fazed by it. I ran into something, and now there's something that looks like me. Oh well, back to the fight. But anyway, next page. Thunder.
Roar! Almost got him, says Sonic.
Says Sonic to the Gumby monster. Although I don't know why he's talking. There's nobody in this vicinity where he should be talking. Oh god, look at all this exposition.
Oh man, it's just like this is one of the biggest grandiose pictures that Christian will draw in like the next few years, and it's honestly as good as it's gonna get.
Oh, this is gonna kill my voice too. So, in honor of Moana, what can I say? It's exposition. Okay, I'm done with that.
Okay, so on to page 7.
Okay. So they destroy the thing somehow. Sonic still doesn't question why there's another him. So Gumby explodes, which is probably going to hurt a lot of people. But everybody's just like, Sonic, 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 yay!
Yeah, a bunch of the citizens of Station Square have now been turned into Q-tips. And shout Sonic,
Use
Sonic.
Q-tips, by the way.
Yeah, make sure to utilize Q-tips in the correct fashion. Make sure if you're cleaning your ears to use the proper. Okay, I'm kidding.
Okay. Later. Wow, what a battle! Not only that, but I've received super speed, a new body, and above all else, I'm able to talk like a human now. For some reason. And apparently, I look like that hedgehog I've helped earlier. From the cheers, I guess his name was Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Ooh. But
Whoa.
wait, they just Sonic. How could you know that his name was Sonic the Hedgehog? I mean, he is a hedgehog, but that's really messed up. That's like if you heard somebody say their name Bob, but he was like a cat, so it was like, oh, Bob the Bobcat. But in all actuality, his name was my last name is George, which makes no sense in hindsight. I'm just, trying to give an example, but the point still stands.
His name it's like, oh, my name is Bob the Bobcat. Actually, no, my name is Bob Heinrichsen.
Oh.
It's like, I am not a bobcat.
I am not a bobcat, good sir, and you offend me. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Trigger warning, trigger warning. And moving on. Sonic had just about the same abilities as I do now. What? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Never mind, I get it. And I guess I am now a hedgehog too. I am a new Pokemon. I am no longer a Pikachu. So with inspiration, I am now
Sonichu.
Inspiration is a broad word to use in this little disaster.
It's like
Look at how big his nose is. Oh my god, I just now noticed that.
That he has freaking. He's like. He also fused with Goofy that day. If you didn't know.
Have you seen that YouTube video of Goofy singing "Wake Me Up Inside"?
I have.
Oh my
How
god,
can you
that's how I
sleep?
feel like Goofy is on the inside. Wake me up, wake
Wake
me
me
up
up
inside,
inside.
wake me up inside.
Psych me.
That was hilarious.
So,
Uh,
Vanilla Ice, who's now rocking a mullet, says, and from then on, Sonichu went on to make new friends as well as enemies, and he will use his abilities to stop evil and save the world. Stay tuned for more zapping adventures of Sonichu!
But it's the first comic. You do not have to say stay tuned. There's still a couple more pages of this.
Yeah,
This is just page 7.
it's not even over.
It's not even over. Why do you have to say stay tuned?
Is he...
And also, that's pretty presumptuous. Are
Yeah,
you sure he wants to use his powers for good? Maybe he wants to use them for evil. He's wild.
yeah, he's a wild one. You know what I'm saying? As we'll see in episode 2.
Oh, yay. Episode 2. This is just episode 0. Let's hold off on episode 2 until we get to that breach.
So,
Okay.
let's go into the introductions. I'll be reading most of it, as it's all read by Kristen Weston Chandler.
Okay.
So, as the creator of Sonichu and his world, I feel that I should take you on a trip to learn more. Besides, I promised my other hedgehogs as well. So, let's tour my section of the cartoon world.
I would just like to stop and say there's a word that I can use for just this paragraph alone. I'm trying to think of it. Narcissism.
Yes.
That's the word. Oh my god. To
So,
refer to yourself as the creator, it just feels like you're a jerk. You may be the nicest dude in the world, which this guy isn't. We'll learn about that later on. But it just feels like you're a narcissist.
oh yeah, he definitely is, as we'll see in like literally the next paragraph.
Oh, yay.
So the comic title is Sonichu. By that we man. He meant to type in mean, but another typo. We man the saga of the electric hedgehog Pokemon.
Okay. You know how some comics they're able to like work the title of the comic, or they're able to work the title of the comic into like dialogue in between characters, like Sonic the Hedgehog does.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's Sonic's birthday. Happy birthday, then in huge letters, Sonic
the Hedgehog.
That's how these kind of things work. You just don't straight up say, "Oh, this is the title." Look at it. Look at it. It's terrible, terrible
Font.
design.
It's like I decided to use the retarded electric font for this title.
Oh, yay. Like, yes. But enough about this. Let's move on.
To
'cause-
location. So this is set in and around the totalitarian state of Quickville, Virginia. A horrible community with bad people and an average amount of horrible places to stay at. I'm the mayor.
I'm sorry. I got generally confused for about 2 seconds. I was like, wait, are we looking at the same paragraph? And I was like, okay. And here we go. Again, narcissistic. I am the mayor. Why not create a character who is the mayor?
Yeah, I like how he just makes himself the mayor of the fake town, which is named
I'm
after
pretty sure
him.
they didn't have a choice.
All
Like,
right.
They probably had like 3 better candidates, and then Kristen Weston Chandler was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be it." But we like this guy. No, you don't.
No, you like me instead. I'm Kristen Weston Chandler.
Okay.
So, next we move on to characters. And before we start, I'm going to grab another glass of water.
Yay, water.
Could you do the reading of Sonichu? Or read the read the bio for Sonichu?
I'm not going to be able to do it in your voice, but
Yeah,
I'm going to be able to read it.
yeah. Just read it in a regular voice.
This is Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon, and main character. Age 16. Hold on one sec. Something popped up on the screen. Okay. Age 16. Hobbies: running, surfing, chilling. Mostly outdoor activities. Other facts: he enjoys scenery around him. His favorite colors are yellow and blue. And he enjoys popular music, and he loves Rosechu, who we barely know anything about. We just got started.
I mean, he doesn't even know who Rosechu is.
Yeah. And I felt like I just tried to read that in like the little scanner from Pokemon.
Oh.
I didn't intentionally do that, but it was worth a shot.
This is Sonichu.
The electric hedgehog Pokemon and main character, age 16, blah 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 blah, and other stuff that people really don't care about. And then the weird little smiley face at the bottom.
Yeah, the thing that entirely doesn't need to be there.
What are you talking about? It's majestic. It ties in this entire page. Oh, boy.
All right, let's move on to page 9.
9. Okay. Okay, so we've met 4 if you count Kristen Weston Chandler. We've met 4 of these characters already. The rest of these characters we probably won't meet in this comic.
Yeah, you like was it I'm trying to think, because when we get to them, the next few characters after Rosachu and Kel and Nate Cirque, it's like the rest of the characters will show up in Sonichu 1 and Sonichu 2. So
yes,
they'll just never show. They'll never show up in issue 0. So don't expect to see them.
So don't get your hopes up in case they were already up. Okay, so should I keep reading or do you want to transition? This is actually this is gonna be easy. Okay. Rosechu is a spunky and very beautiful girl electric hedgehog Pokemon. At first, whenever you're reading Sonichu, it kind of felt like he was trying to do something from the actual Pokemon, but now she's sprawled into Facebook status.
Pretty much.
Age 15. Hobbies: frolicking through the fields, shopping at Quickville Mall, and cooking. Like a woman. Get back in the kitchen.
Like a woman should be doing.
We're sorry for all that. It's a complete and utter joke. Her original trainer is the Karen girl, Kel. Rosie is Rosechu's nickname, and she likes to pick flowers, girl stuff. Her favorite flower is a zapbud, like a girl. She always keeps her heart safe for her Sonichu, except for whenever she's in the kitchen. And her heart should be in her food.
It's like we see Christian's misogyny here, and we're definitely going to see more of it in issue 8. But that's the one that we're going to hold off on.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. And I just now realized how old both Sonichu and Rosechu are, which is gonna make a future comic so much more weirder to me. But I'm pretty sure we won't even get into that comic. But let's focus on this one. My bad. I'm getting off the topic here.
So next we have Rosachu's trainer, the Kel.
Kel is Rosechu's caring Pokemon trainer, which we never see again.
We will never see after Sonichu 0.
Nate Sark is the son of Team Rocket boss Giovanni. Okay, why?
Yeah, he's there. All these characters are like super deformed. They look like they want to die.
Yeah, it looks like a brother and sister who got a little too chummy one day. Oh my! I just saw Kel's one of her eyes. Look at her eye.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, jeez. At least with Date they look even, but with hers, it looks like she's twitching.
She's like, kill me now, please.
He's kept me down in his basement for many years. Please, food now. Black Sonichu, aka
Blatchu.
Blatchu. Blatchu. He's
Bless you.
Sonichu's evil twin. He was created in Giovanni's lab from Sonichu's DNA with an accidental dose of cherry cola, not sponsored.
Hopefully that's got to be a typo, right?
That you would hope so, but as we learn later on, it's not a typo. Why cherry cola? Of all things.
Yeah, out of all the brands of soda that you could have used to mutate your Sonichu character, out of all the ways you could have made him into an evil black Sonichu,
you have to make him cherry
cola.
So, the biggest concern here that I'm pretty sure all of you have noticed is accidental. You guys are working on this huge product. This is something that's going to change the way of Pokemon forever. How do you mess this up?
Because of lax contamination protocol.
Who let somebody bring in a bunch of soda? This is very delicate stuff that you're dealing with. You shouldn't be able to mess with this stuff.
Yeah, I think the guy gets fired and then becomes a good guy in issue 10.
But I'm sorry, I'm triggered right now because this is you're scientists. You're supposed to be professionals. You've done this for you should have done this for a while now. How did you mess this up? I'm sorry, I'm getting way too triggered at this.
So let's move on to page 10. I'll be reading this one.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, from the rainbow of chaos emerald energy, eggs were released into various locations around the world. I'm not going to tell you how many, so I can retcon however many characters I want to at any point in time. They hatched into 5 more electric hedgehogs with special characteristics. When all the hedgehog Pokemon are together, they make up the chaotic combo.
Oh.
Stop right there. I mean, well, yeah, stopping after the name, that was actually pretty good. That was actually a good idea. Instead of showing it through the events and through the pictures that he draws, he just straight up went through exposition. All of this has been exposition. I mean, it would have been okay to just tell us about Sonichu and then let us figure out the characters as we go along, which still aren't good, by the way. But he just straight up told us where they came from, and now he's about to tell us who they are. That's not how you create a character. It takes time. It takes patience. You learn about them on the way. You don't do this. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. I got mad for a second.
So, yeah, as you were saying, he introduces these characters like through exposition dump, and then he still decides to write an entire comic book with like showing the origin of these characters, despite the fact that we already know this. He does not care if he spoils the series for you.
Okay. Jeez.
So
all of these look so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
So now I'll go through the characters. Wild Sonichu. Wild was raised in a jungle by a Venusaur who taught him Razor Leaf, and a Scyther who taught him how to access his speed and ninja skills.
I'm pretty sure that's not how this works.
The problem is that he barely uses ninja abilities ever.
So that made all of that training
pretty much worthless.
completely and utterly pointless. And look at his ears. Come on. That's just messed up. Oh, and I would like to point out how all the guys have like these weird little brown tips on their ears, and then the girls just have regular ears.
Oh yeah, because they're girls. They don't deserve anything special.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, they get a new apron whenever they make the right sandwich.
Make the right sound.
I'm so sorry if I offend anyone. That's messed up. Okay.
So,
Are we going clockwise or counterclockwise?
we're going clockwise.
Okay.
Next we have Bubbles, the water electric hedgehog Pokemon. Bubbles was
Which is
raised.
something that shouldn't mix. That's something that shouldn't mix.
It should not, but yet it still exists.
Lucky us.
Bubble was raised by a mother Swampert who taught her to create tidal waves. Bubbles has a happy, positive personality, and she just loves to have fun, though we never ever see that personality.
Just wanna have fun. I'm sorry, I had to sing it. I had to. As soon as you said she just loves to have fun, that has to be on cue. Just bam. They wanna have fun.
Girls. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on. Angelica Rosechew.
The flying electric Pokemon.
Yeah, the flying electric Pokemon, which could have been something fantastic, but Christian decided to ruin that for us as well. Angelica was raised in a church by nuns. Angelica is a believer, so she prays every night and day. She is usually at peace, especially while flying sky high. She smokes a lot of weed.
Well, that's what happens when you're a believer.
It's like, you thought I was going to say believer. No, she's a believer. Believer is a smoker of weed. Look it up. It's totally true.
It's what the kids are doing nowadays. It's whatever you guys say nowadays. Dank, lit.
Dank
I made so
maymays.
many of you cringe right now, and you guys know it.
Okay. So now we have Punchy Sonichu, or Asian Knuckles, as I like to call him. I'm sorry
oh my God,
to.
he looks completely Asian.
I'm sorry to all my Asian viewers.
Looks like Jackie Chan got too friendly with an echidna.
God. So Punchy Sonichu. Punchy grew up in a dojo where he perfected his punches. He is also full of random access humor. He lost his tail in a brutal fight, which actually isn't brutal when we get to that point in time.
He is also full of random access humor?
Yes.
Is it supposed to be excess humor?
No, it's random
Says-
access.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is me having a blonde moment. No offense to any blondes, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's because it's a word that Christian made up himself.
Okay.
It's not a real word. Don't worry.
But I really just on about his name. Punchy. Why? Who just names these people after like it's like me being just named Black because I'm black, or Smart because I'm smart. It's like, why do you name somebody just after one of their attributes?
It's like, oh, hey, guys, look. It's... hey, guys, look. It's Popcorn Eater.
It's like, you know my name is Jim. You know my name is Jim. Why do you do this to me, John?
It's like, all right, Popcorn Eater, let's go to the store.
John, you have to stop this. Call me Jim, or I swear I won't be held responsible for what happens.
So So now we have my favorite of the chaotic combo, Magichan Sonichu.
Ooh,
Just this
ah,
picture says it all.
it's his picture. Yeah, his picture says it all. We probably don't even have to read the description.
But we have to
We
for
probably
the
don't even have to read the description.
fans.
Next page. I'm kidding.
So, Magichan, the psychic electric Pokemon. Magichan raised himself in the mountains as he meditated and perfected his telekinetic powers. He tends to keep to himself a lot. That's it.
He should be dead. If he was in the mountains, he should be dead.
He should be. I don't know what he ate over the course of the entire series, but he was just there.
Whenever he shows up, he should be skinny. You should be able to like touch his intestines and just be like, oh, look, there's your stomach.
Pretty much.
If he was raised in the mountains and raised completely and utterly by himself, yeah, he should be dead.
So now that we've covered the chaotic combo, we'll move
Next
on.
page.
Yep,
Oh.
next page.
Oh my god. So many characters.
Oh god, Kazooie, what have they done to you?
Oh no. Who gave Kazooie shoes? Guys, come on.
Who let Kazooie into the crack cocaine again?
Cocaine. Not once.
Alright.
Oh, am I reading this?
No, I'll handle Flame the Sunbird, and then you'll do the guys after them.
Oh, okay.
I'll do Flame, and then I'll do Kristen Winston Chandler.
Okay.
Flame the Sunbird is the protector of the Master Sunstone on the mysterious Rainbow Island.
And that's
Exposition.
it. Exposition dump is exposition dump.
Of mysterious origin, 3 more electric hedgehog Pokemon will rock Quickville. And in case you don't understand, Quick is Kristen Weston Chandler, CWC.
If you don't figure this out now, you're going to be lost for the rest of the series.
Oh yeah. We have Christian Sonichu, Sarah
Amaha.
Amaha Roastu, and Wisely Sonichu. In case you couldn't tell, this one is going to be based off of Christian, just by his name, Christian. That
Yep.
just sounds like somebody from America trying to be Japanese.
It's like, you think it's him trying to be Japanese, but little known fact, that's actually him trying to shorten his first and last name. Christian
What?
Chandler. Chris Chan.
Oh my, I did not know that. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it turns out he's not a weeaboo, but he'll become a weeaboo very soon.
Very, very soon. Very. And then a couple of 2-bit villains. I wouldn't even give 2 cents for them. Lee Walsh. I'd buy that for $1. Mary Lee Walsh and Jerkops. Which, known fact, Mary Lee Walsh is a real person.
Oh yeah, she's like the dean of PVCC, which is Piedmont Virginia Community College. It's a real place.
Which we'll get into more in a little bit as we go over this dude. This should be the page where we just tell almost everything bad about Kristen Weston Chandler.
Yeah, pretty much up to this point. We should explain things as they show up, I feel.
Yeah.
Just to keep the mystique.
Just to keep the mystique of like what's gonna happen next as to what's happening now. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mary Lee Walsh. Well, before we get into Mary Lee Walsh, we'll explain. Kristen Weston Chandler went to community college in Piedmont, Virginia. That's where he's from, right?
No, he's from Ruckersville, Piedmont, Virginia. It's just he went to community college at the Piedmont, Virginia Community College. It's just yeah, I think it is at Piedmont, Virginia. Um,
Okay.
so he went to community college, and pretty much, here's the thing that he would do, like, because after high school, he thought, okay, now I have to find a girlfriend, find a wife. So
Uh,
you already know about the attraction sign.
yeah. For people who don't know, Kristen Weston Chandler would walk around his college with looking for and I can't make this up. I wish I could make this up. I'm sad I lack the mentality to make this up. He was looking for a boyfriend-free girl.
He's looking for a boyfriend free. If you can allow me the full list of requirements.
Uh, let's see. You have to be well, firstly, you have to be a girl. That's first thing.
Yeah.
And the first thing is that boyfriend thing. He can't be there. No, 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 no. No boyfriend. And
Yeah, you have to be a boyfriend free. His age to 18-year-old, non-smoking, alcohol-free, white girl.
specifically, I I mean, it's okay if you don't want a girl who smokes and a girl who doesn't drink, but why specifically white? I mean, you have your taste. I don't have a problem with that, but it's just like you're being extremely specific. I'm sorry. This
Oh,
is
it's
so
because
weird
Christian is like racist.
to me. Oh yay! In other words, he wouldn't like us. Hey.
Didn't. Aha! It's like, take that, Chandler.
So anyway, he has all of these requirements on the sign, and he's parading around his college with the sign. And wasn't it like the professor or like the main professor at the time?
Yeah, it was the
Was
the dean of the college.
The dean, Mary Lee Walsh, walks up and she says, "Hey, you can't do that." He still does it, so she does what any right-minded adult will do: take it from him and rip it to pieces.
Mary Lee Walsh is my hero.
Yes. And as for the jerk-ops, let's just say Kristen Weston Chandler has a certain history with them.
He has a history with getting kicked out of places by mall cops.
Oh yeah. So same thing happened. Still walking around with that sign, newly made, and instead of this time it being a dean of a college, and it being out of college, it was at a mall, and guess what? The cops showed up. They were like, "Hey, you can't do that." But not learning his lesson the first time, he does it anyway. And same thing happens. He gets kicked out.
And so he pretty much makes these guys the villains of most of the stories. And we're going to see that in Sonichu 4. But until that point in time, that's the most we're going to see of the jerk-ops.
So, let's continue.
All right.
And lastly, there is me, the intrusive,
You can say that again.
creator on Sonichu's story, Kristen Weston Chandler.
Ba, 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 ba.
So,
To describe myself in real life, I'm a very creative person, and by creative I mean
Lies.
autistic. I enjoy playing video games.
and then he lists his favorite video games: Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, and Animal Crossing.
Really? I didn't know that you like Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't know you like Pokemon. I haven't noticed.
I also like to build with Lego pieces, and I enjoy most kinds of music. I'm also fascinated with the Transformers. I also play the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card games.
We know that you like Pokemon. You just said it. This entire comic is about Pokemon. And Yu-Gi-Oh? It's just like, I don't have a problem with Yu-Gi-Oh, but why specifically Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, everything else has at least something to do with what he's mentioned. Video games, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh. We're going to see that in the future, if you remember.
Hmm.
He utilizes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it for you.
Yeah.
Spoilers ahead. Okay.
Yeah, we're not. We don't want to spoil it for you, dear viewers.
Trust me, I'm pretty sure you don't want to be spoiled with this.
In fact, you probably don't even want to hear the rest of the story.
Well, too bad. You sit there and you listen. And
You like it. So,
Okay.
the basics. He was born on 5/10. My bad. He's 5/10. He wasn't born on 5/10. He's 5'10", born on February 24th, 1982.
Which makes me sad, because I was born in February. That makes me sad.
Oh,
Just
February's a cursed
sad.
month forever.
Aren't I lucky?
Yep.
I'm working towards a computer-aided drafting and design degree at Piedmont, Virginia Community College. I'm also single, lonely, and need a girlfriend.
That makes me cringe every single time.
Just that.
Like, every single time they just start like going like, "I'm single, lonely, please, girlfriend now.
Please love me.
Please, I need love now." 'Cause I even cringe at myself whenever I only did this once, but I cringe every single time I think about it. Like, I was just sitting around chilling, and one of my friends walked up to me, and I hadn't talked to her in a while because I used to kind of like her, and I felt so stupid for like sending her like a bunch of texts.
Oh yeah.
So like, she walked up to me, and she was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And when I said next, as soon as I said it, I had to stop and rethink about what I just said. I looked at her and I said, "I'm good, still single. How about you?" And then I was just like, she didn't need to know that. She didn't need to know this. And I was really embarrassed about it. She didn't really care about it, but I'm still extremely embarrassed about that. I'm just like, why did I say that?
Still single.
But still, still single. And I was just like, no. So for me to see something like this, it makes me cringe so hard. So I'm able to cringe at myself. It's going to be even worse when I cringe at somebody else.
Oh yeah. So he puts an ad for his tripod site that he had, and it's don't go to it now because it's long gone.
Okay.
So we're just going to jump to page 13.